This is Tank's Vlog, July 4th edition, 2017. It's the wrap-up for the day in sports. July 4th means one thing. The annual hot dog eating contest at Nathan's in Coney Island. Yes, that's right. Once again, it was Joey Chestnut, proven to be the king of gorge, downing 72 hot dogs in 10 minutes. No. People look at me and say, why don't you enter? I couldn't do that. I can never do that. I can never even come close to attempting to down that many hot dogs in 10 minutes. I choke. There's a simple way that these people actually prepare their throats, prepare their stomachs, get past the gag reflex. They actually train to eat this way. They stretch their throats and stomachs out. I don't know how they do it, but they find a way to do it. I mean, for all we know, 5 minutes later, they're in the bathroom puking their guts out. But they're able to down those hot dogs in the time allotted. They're able to keep them down and claim the mustard title. It's the 10th time in 11 years that Joey Chestnut has won the mustard belt in Coney Island. Kobayashi, that's the name of the past. He won those 6 straight, and nobody knows where he is anymore. He's completely all but forgotten. And that's the big story for the 4th of July. As always, the Super Bowl of eating. One of these days, I'm going to make it out to Coney Island for that. It looks a lot more fun to be there in person than it is to be on TV, because you don't get to see it up close and personal with the camera right in your face. If you know what I mean. July 4th was not a good day for the Mets. They started off with a bang, with a home run by Jose Reyes. But just like Jose Reyes does, every time Jose Reyes does something good, he does something poorly 2 or 3 more times over the next couple of days. And the Mets just got pounded again. Eric Goodell. This is, the junk the Mets have in that bullpen. Goodell, Leo Ramirez, Fernando Salas, Josh Edgin. Get them all out of here. Put them in the garbage compactor and throw them out. Send them where the Yankees sent Chris Carter today. To no man's land. These guys are awful. They put them in the game is over. Period. And of course, another injury. TJ Rivera goes down with an injury. Yoenis Cespedes didn't play. Curtis Granderson couldn't play. Shorthanded again because our AAA farm club is in friggin' Las Vegas. Just never stops. Never stops. Never stops. What a friggin' mess. Elsewhere in baseball, the Red Sox remain red hot. They pounded the Texas Rangers today, coming back off a extra inning win. Now they have a 4-game lead off the sinking New York Yankees, who just can't seem to find a way to win 2 games in a row. CC Sabathia had that one bad inning, and the Yankees just couldn't figure out anything off the Blue Jays today. Aaron Judge did hit a home run, and Chris Carter did botch a couple of baseballs before being designated for assignment for the 2nd time. The Yankees are hoping that this time he doesn't boomerang back. Kansas City Royals now surpassed the Minnesota Twins in 2nd place. They're only a game and a half out of 1st place. They're really charging up. There's no quitting that team. They were 10 games below 500. Now they're 3 games above 500, unlike the Mets, who just folded their tents and put it away. Can't wait for the offseason. It's the Matt Harvey syndrome. And speaking of Matt Harvey, I hear he'd rather be drunk than work out. Really good, Matt. You're a really good sign. You're really committed to this game, aren't you? Houston Astros, they are 30 games above 500. 57-27. And they are 30-9 on the road. They smoked the Atlanta Braves today. and just remain red hot. Are we looking at? I really think we're looking at an Astros versus Dodgers World Series, if you ask me. And the Dodgers today, they were playing late against the Diamondbacks, but held off a late challenge. Good start by Kershaw. He went 7, didn't allow a run. And Kenley Jansen held the game. And that's their main rival in the West right now. They have a 3.5 game lead and is sitting pretty at 56-29. The Cubs, once again, I don't know what's going on there. 3.5 behind the Brewers. It just doesn't look like it's going to turn on for the Cubs, which has got to be the biggest surprise in baseball. After their dominant year last year, what a letdown. Today's 3 stars are Andrew Benintendi of the Boston Red Sox, who had 6 RBIs and 4 runs against the Rangers. Clayton Kershaw, who had allowed just 2 hits, struck out 11 in 7 innings against the Diamondbacks. And Jose Altuve, who had 4 home runs and 2 runs scored, who had 4 RBI and 2 runs scored, and a home run, and leading the Astros over the Braves. Today's birthday shout-out is to Goose Gossage, who turned 66. And we look back at a landmark event in the history of sports when Larry Doby broke the color line in the American League. Now, Larry Doby faced just as much grief as Jackie Robinson did, but he never got the credit he deserved. It took 50 years for him to get into the Baseball Hall of Fame. 51 years. 1998 he got elected into the Hall of Fame. And it took a lot of pushing from his friends, especially Yogi Berra, to get him in. And it wasn't until years later that he really got the appreciation he deserved. And one thing I don't understand is everyone wears 42 on April 15th. Shouldn't the Cleveland Indians at least wear 14 on this day? That would be interesting to see. I'd like to see the Cleveland Indians as a team wear number 14 every year on Larry Doby Day. Good day.